Hello and welcome. My name is Alexander Keynes. I'm the chief developer of Lookeen, and today I want to talk about Lookeen 2026 and its features and how to use it. Let's get started. Right, so this is Lookeen. Let's talk a little bit about how it's divided. On the left, we have what we call the discover area. This is where you can basically discover or drill down on search results. On the top, we have the query, where you can search for different things, like, you know, whatever you want to look for. Then we have below that, we have the view. This is a view on the result set. It's not a filter, right? A filter filters all the documents from the source, and a view just gives you like a different view on the current result. Below that, let me just get some files in here so we can see something, right? So below that, we have the results. If we click on a file, we'll have on the right, we'll have the preview with the document and the title. And on the top, we have the AI button. We have the settings, and that's for the overview. Let's talk about the individual components now. So as we see on the left, we already have the files filter. This is the type of documents, right? It's not where it's coming from. Mails, for example, can be coming from mail sources, Exchange, Outlook 365, but also from MSG files. We have the next filter is the file type, where we can either set like, I want to see the documents, and that will like include the PDFs, all the HTMLs and everything in that list. Or we can just say like, I want to have a single type of documents, which is the PDF file in that case. Below that, we can filter by size, right? So this is all the files larger than 1 megabyte. Or emails. We have some large emails, probably with a lot of attachments. Then we have the date. When was the document modified or received for emails? We have the source. So this is where the document is coming from, right? So while file type and source seem similar, they are like, they cross over into each other, but they're not the same, right? So we have the file system, everything that's a file. So if a mail is defined in an MSG file, it will be in the file system. Then we have Exchange, Outlook 365, and Outlook as sources. Most of these will be containing, like if we click here, you can see Outlook contains the mails, attachments, calendar entries, people, right? And then we can drill down into these sources. If we have files, we can see like Z data, right? And now we see everything under a different folder. This goes down, and then we can, drill down on these sources, right? Or you could have multiple Outlook PST files. Then you can, select a single PST file. You can have multiple Exchange accounts in Lookeen 2026, and then you could select the Exchange account, right? So we could just do that, and then so it's not everything matches one-to-one. It's like a Venn diagram of what goes on. And obviously you can combine them. You can say, I want the files on my Z or Z drive, but I also want to see only documents. Since I've only indexed Z, it will be the Venn diagram will be a circle. But if you had more than one source, it would be taking all those files on this folder that have this specific attribute, like being a PDF file. You can also filter by to and from for mails. You can say like, I want only mails with attachments. You can filter by name, path, or text. So this is the left side. And then let's talk about the filter in the middle. Let's just search for invoice. So we have some data, right? So this is the typical, I would say, way to use Lookeen. That is, query something, and now you're like, I really want to drill down, right? You could drill down on the left side. you could say invoices, but I only want like large invoices, right? So now I'm drilling down onto this data set. So now I'm seeing invoices that are large. But maybe I'm like, I know something about this document that I'm searching, right? It has invoice in the name, right? So we're like invoice, and now we see the invoices that have invoice in the name. To activate this filter, we just click on this little filter icon that shows up when we hover above it, right? And now we're just seeing those. Or we could just say Microsoft, and this is how we get to the search result, right? We have these like different ways to filter them down, and they all kind of play with each other, right? So you can set the name, you can set the date, you can set the size, or you can say, oh, it's probably in my inbox. Oh, inbox, right? And now you see like, oh, it's Microsoft in my inbox, it's my invoices, and it starts to make sense how this like works together to find the result with Lookeen. So let's just clear this up, and let's just take an invoice. Let's maybe take a PDF document, right? And this invoice, let's just say I want to tag this invoice by its customer, right? So this is a invoice. Let's just assume it says like, I'm going to tag this as tax because it's relevant for my taxes. It's not. It's just a demo document, so don't worry about it. It's a demo dataset, right? So now it's tagged as tax. So this means we have applied a label to this document. This is not modifying the document, right? We keep a library of documents and their tags. And this will even follow the document if we move it around, right? If the document gets moved to another folder and it's not modified, because you can either modify it or move it to a folder between indexes. But if it's moved to a new folder, you will be able to find that by that tag, right? So now I'm removing this filter. I'm removing all the filters, right? I'm clicking everything away. And now, I'm like, oh, what invoices are relevant for my tags? It's saying I can just use this tax tag and I can see, okay, so this is my tax invoice in this case. I don't think it's an invoice, but right. So let's talk about AI. We have the Lookeen AI integration, which basically sends the document to our AI provider, and then it will apply a prompt, and then the document or the text of the document, not the document itself, will be analyzed by the AI. And you can apply different kinds of prompts. You can see the AI provider is busily analyzing that. Let me just close this so I can show you the prompts. You can summarize it. You can reply. So if it's a mail, you could be like, let Lookeen write a reply to a mail. You can review a document. You can summarize and reply that, or you can review and reply that. So there's a direct integration with Lookeen AI. And you have a, I just want to talk about the context menu, right? If you, the right click menu, if you are on a document, you have a lot more features that can be applied with that document or can be make this more useful. Like if you want to see the folder that the document is in, you just click open folder and it will show the document folder, right? You just, let's say you found that text document and you're like, oh, where's that on my drive? And that is how you find the folder. Or you can just open the document and it will open the PDF, right? And we also have a feature called extract pages. You can just say like, I want to only extract pages 10 to 15 from this document, or you can send this as an email. You can zip it up. You can zip it up and send this as an email. You can, we already saw the tags, and there's a number of features here where you can do something with the document. That's a very quick introduction into Lookeen. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you very much.